The Humane Society of West Michigan is calling on you, the community, to open your doors and your hearts through their life-saving foster program. You know, the Morse Law Firm, serving the community from their office locations right here in Grand Rapids, is the sponsor of our weekly animal visits known as Friday's Friends. They're a huge supporter of animal shelters across the state, and we're joined now by someone from their local attorney. Ed Cardelis is right there. Eric Messing, the executive director of the Humane Society. We're going to discuss why fostering is so important. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
I actually left a guest out, Ed. Malibu is sitting in.
Malibu.
And isn't she just the sweetest?
She's a sweet. Look at the love that's happening already for Ed.
I know.
Eric, let's talk about this fostering. Why is that so important to your shelter?
Well, fostering is such a unique way for the community to be involved in kind of a hands-on way. Fostering is so important for animals. It gets them out of the shelter. It gets them kind of developing their own sense of self, if you will, their best self in their new home. But fostering is a really great way to kind of try out adoption.
Okay.
It's a 30 to 60 day period, typically, unless you're like me and fall in love with your foster and end up adopting.
They call that a failed foster.
I think I'm a foster fail.
I mean, foster fail is a wrong term for that. Maybe a foster find.
Yes.
Well, it's hard. It's really hard not to fall in love. We have so many great animals at the shelter. But fostering is a really unique way, like I said, to become involved, help us out, and support the Humane Society at the same time.
Let's talk about what that does for the dogs. You mentioned it a little bit, because the shelter environment, as well as they're being taken care of, isn't the ideal environment for them, right?
It gets them out of the shelter, and their personalities can really kind of begin to shine and develop when they're in a home outside of the shelter, and the stresses that kind of has on our animals. So it's like I said, it's a really unique way to become involved, support the Humane Society, and feel good about what you're doing. I mean, it's a really great, like I said, it's a really great way that perhaps could lead to adoption.
Yeah, and now even if it doesn't, like if someone wants to foster and they know they have the ability to let that little pup go, or cat, or whatever it is, they might be thinking, okay, I know I can do this, but how much is it going to cost? We got vet bills, we got food, we got water, we got all the leash, we got all the things that I might not have in my home right now.
Absolutely. Good question, Todd. Fostering is completely free. We supply food, we supply veterinary care, we provide supplies. So if you're kind of toying with the idea at a low expense, low risk, fostering is a great way to become involved.
Perfect. Ed, you are a local attorney right here from Morse Law Firm. Let's talk a little bit about why the Morse Law Firm, and you specifically, feel that it's important for people to know about this, why you got involved.
Sure. So the Morse Law Firm, we are all about helping those in need. Our clients in their fights with the insurance companies, or pets that are just looking to be rescued. Mm-hmm. And I mean, look at this. Look at this beautiful face. I mean, how can you not want to help these beautiful creatures?
It is hard not to, right?
And what I find personally most rewarding for what the Humane Society does in Michigan is when you rescue an animal. You are not only rescuing that animal, you are rescuing the animal that's going to be taking its place in either the shelter or in the foster type situation.
Let's break that down really quick, Ed, so people understand that. You are taking an animal out of a shelter, which means some stray, some abused animal somewhere out there looking for a safe place now has that place.
Exactly, because Humane Society is so great with rescuing those animals that are really in need. Mm-hmm. Those that are displaced by some sort of tragedy, those that are possibly, mistreated or neglected. It is really just an amazing foundation that we are honored to support throughout Michigan.
And we do appreciate it. And I know the Humane Society of West Michigan appreciates it as well. Let's say, Ed, I'm going to give you one more shot at it.
Sure.
Someone watching right now is thinking, okay, I'm convinced. I might want to do it, but I'm still kind of on the fence. What would you say to them?
Do it. Absolutely do it. Give this animal, or give a animal, a chance to be out of the shelter, to see what it is like to have a home, to potentially have a fail type situation where you find your best friend that is now living with you, and you are now able to give them a world to live in, a world full of love. Do it.
Eric, how many foster parents do you need?
We need as many as are willing to open the doors and let animals in.
Perfect answer.
Yes, absolutely. We are at capacity right now, the shelter, so any help we can have to move those fosters, get them into foster homes, and kind of establish them on a path to a new beginning of being their best selves. We would appreciate all the help we can get.
Let's get the highlights out there one more time. 30 to 60 days.
30 to
right
60
about that
days.
time for per animal that you have in your house. It is free. They are going to provide you with all of the things that you need to take care of this animal. So, I mean, those two things alone, if you have the heart to love something for a little bit and then give it its best life at a forever home, this is for you. And again, thanks to Mike Morse Law Firm, Michigan's largest injury law firm, supporting the Humane Society of West Michigan. You get more information from them at 855mikewins.com. Or, of course, you can always learn more about the Humane Society, because stick around, Friday's Friend, Malibu's brought a friend, there's going to be two of them, is coming up next. We'll be right back.